Welcome to another episode of the Paukwa Podcast, where we delve into the stories that shape our nation. Today, we bring you an exclusive coverage of President William Ruto's recent state visit to the United States, the first such visit by an African leader in 16 years. President Ruto's journey began with a significant choice. He opted for a private jet, incurring a cost of approximately $2 million. This decision stirred controversy back home, with critics arguing it was an unnecessary extravagance. Nonetheless, the president's entourage included key government officials and business leaders, signaling the importance of this visit. Kenya's role on the global stage is multifaceted. On peace and security, Kenya is a cornerstone in regional conflict management and a pivotal ally in counter-terrorism efforts. Hosting the only UN headquarters in the Global South makes Nairobi a crucial diplomatic hub. As East and Central Africa's most vibrant economy, Kenya attracts significant international investment. Kenya's strategic location serves as the gateway to East and Central Africa. Kenya's commitment to democratic principles sets a regional standard. During his 5-day visit, President Ruto engaged in numerous high-profile meetings and signed several bilateral agreements. Let's break down these agreements and their implications. On defense and security, Kenya will be designated as a major non-NATO ally, the first sub-Saharan African country to receive this status, enhancing military aid and strategic collaboration. In addition, a $7 million partnership was also reached with the focus on modernizing Kenya's National Police Service. The bilateral agreements also saw Kenya and US establish artificial intelligence strategic dialogue, promising to advance Kenya's tech capabilities. On the second pillar, trade and investment, saw Microsoft and G42 promising to invest $1 billion in a data center in Kenya, boosting the tech sector. A promise to open a Development Finance Corporation office in Nairobi is aimed at driving investment in agriculture, health, e-mobility, and energy. The USAID has promised to provide $15 million to tackle poverty and malnutrition with the aim of making Kenya food secure. Coca-Cola, on the other hand, is investing $175 million over 5 years to expand Coca-Cola's operations, including a mango supply chain hub. On the third pillar, debt and finance, Kenya and US have agreed on debt management vision. A joint call to aid debt-laden countries like Kenya in managing debt will go a long way in fostering economic growth. IMF has also promised up to $21 billion in support for the poorest countries, in addition to a $250 million for the World Bank's crisis response initiatives. On Pillar 4, the climate change, a clean energy partnership to mobilize investment for clean energy manufacturing and services was reached. Virunga Power will invest $100 million in 6 hydropower projects in the country. The visit also saw Kenya reaping a $60 million grant for a transportation program focusing on safer, climate-friendly public transport. Healthcare was not left behind. Amidst crisis in the health sector, CDC and Kenya have agreed to develop a National Public Health Institute. Hewatele received a loan worth $10 million for medical oxygen supply in the country. The two nations also agreed to collaborate to eliminate HIV as a public health threat by 2027 under the new HIV Sustainability Roadmap. Kenya and US also agreed on a $31.1 million investment to expand electronic medical records and renewable energy in hospitals in a plan to improve digital health infrastructure. The pillar of education saw a $3.3 million deal for Kenyan students to study STEM subjects in the US in US-Kenya undergraduate program. Research collaboration between the two nations worth $500,000 to strengthen ties between Kenyan and US universities was also reached. Kenya and US also agreed to launch a fellowship program for mid-career Kenyan government officials at Johns Hopkins.
You'll forgive me if I just put it straightforward in good, blunt terms. If a choice is made between investment by China and investment by the United States and companies, which would you prefer?
You know, let me tell you, Quest, many people want to pull us into a conversation as to whether we are facing east or we are facing west. Let me tell you, we are neither facing west nor facing east, we are facing forward. Because that is where the opportunities are. And we are working in a manner to make sure that our assets, what Africa has, what Kenya has. We have, for example, in Kenya, 90% of our grid is green. It is the reason why we are working with Microsoft to put together the first ever 1 gigawatt data center. So we are looking at where our opportunities are, and we are working with those who can help us unlock those opportunities, make them into investments, create jobs, create wealth, and take Kenya to the next level as we take Africa in the same direction.
While these agreements promise significant benefits, they are essentially promissory notes. The real challenge lies in their implementation. The Kenyan government must ensure these commitments translate into tangible benefits for the people. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Paukwa Podcast. Stay with us as we continue to bring you the stories that matter. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.